honor to be here today to open the first branch campus in this beautiful country. And it really is an important day for that reason and for other reasons also. So please bear with me as I give you some of those reasons. First of all, this moment will mean something different for this campus. It will move from being what I term a partnership to being a presence here now, from being a collaborative partnership to being a permanent institution. And it will bring a high quality education to all those in Sri Lanka and beyond who wish it and deserve it. So I think that's really, really important. And of course, it can now build on many of the successes that the university is emerging. And many of these successes will happen after my tenure, because I'm getting close to, not to John's age, but I'm pretty close. So my successor will take things on in a far more important way. We've opened a School of Medicine, for example, and Biomedical Sciences. We've just opened a new School of Pharmacy, and in 2027, the first School of Dentistry. We've opened a Digital Futures Lab, where we look at esports and gaming technology and AI, of course, and its presence and what it does and what it doesn't do, and an Institute of Maritime Studies as well. Also, our aviation department trains pilots in Emirates, Fly Dubai, Air Arabia, Ryanair, and British Airways. Not Air Sri Lanka yet, but you've got an excellent airline, by the way. I flew it last week. And our footprint across the world grows. We now span 12, maybe now 14 countries in a network of partnerships. We have branch campuses now here in the United Arab Emirates outside Dubai. In Spain, we have one in Marbella. We've just opened one in Timișoara in Romania, and another one due to be opened in Athens very soon. And in Saudi, our most ambitious project yet will start with 2 campuses, one in Riyadh and one in Jeddah, before 2027 is out. So that tells you about our ambition and how important this campus is to that level of ambition. So what changes will this campus mean for Sri Lanka and for the people of Sri Lanka and beyond? Well, first of all, it will give scale, which is good. It'll give visibility. And above all, it will widen opportunities. And the portfolio, as Jiva mentioned, is going to grow. We've already got business-related, industry-related programs in law, in business, psychology, computing, biosciences, and soon AI, of course, will be added to it, and a new executive MBA. And some of these courses will now be offered as distance learning courses as well as face-to-face. So we can spread wider and wider, which I think is an important development. And these disciplines are important because they power economies, they create jobs, and they equip graduates to lead change, not just adapt to it. And that's our commitment to this campus. One last point. In the introduction, they mentioned I published 7 books. Actually, it's now 8. Another one was published 3 months ago, so it's 8. But the title is important, New Visions for Prosperity, okay? Not just in the UK, but it links across areas such as Sri Lanka. So the next time you're in the UK, you can all have free copies signed, if you have trouble sleeping at nights. Anyway, finally, can I express my thanks to John Hammett, of course, Lord Hammett of Everton, the trade envoy to Sri Lanka, clearly an Everton supporter rather than Liverpool, which makes a difference. And to Andrew Patrick, of course, the High Commissioner. Thank you, Andrew, for coming again, and really nice to see you. And all my friends at the front, and all my friends within the university. And to be frank, the government has also played a role in Sri Lanka. It's played a role. The regulatory authorities have been very, very positive and welcomed us to open this campus. That's so important as well. So could you give them a round of applause as well, the government of Sri Lanka. And last of all, to our partner, ANC Education. I remember in 2012, a young person came into my room in London and he sat me down and said, I want to start a partnership with you. I'm from Sri Lanka. I want to open a TNE partnership with you. I was sitting with the head of law at the time, Malcolm Davis, Professor Malcolm Davis, and this person really was quite a whippersnapper, and he was demanding that we open a partnership and begin one. That person is sitting there. So you can thank him for that. By the way, I had no idea who he was at the time, but I do now. But it's important that you remember who started this partnership and where it has actually come from. And at the University of West London, we're proud to sit side by side with Sri Lanka. We're proud of what we've achieved, and we're even prouder of what lies ahead. So thank you very much for listening, and I'm sure we'll talk later, as we talked last night, late into the night. So thank you very much and good luck.
Thank you very much, Vice Chancellor. We are indeed honored to have with us the presence of His Excellency, the British High Commissioner to Sri Lanka and non-resident British High Commissioner to the Maldives, His Excellency Andrew Patrick, who joined the British Foreign Service in 1989 and has served in many diplomatic postings around the world, and now presently serves His Majesty's government in Sri Lanka. Welcome, Your Excellency. Before we get into the Q&A, which the press is so eagerly awaiting, it is my pleasure to invite the following distinguished individuals to kindly present a token of appreciation on behalf of ANC to our distinguished invitees today. It is my pleasure to invite Mr. Jagat, I beg your pardon, it's my pleasure to invite Prior to that, my apologies, we have the formal signing or the formal execution of the agreements between ANC and the University of West London. For this purpose, I have the pleasure of inviting the Vice Chancellor, President of the University of West London, and now Provost of the University of West London Sri Lanka Branch Campus, Professor Peter John, to execute the agreements on behalf of the University of West London. And I have the pleasure of inviting Dr. Jagat Alvis, the Chairman of CEG Education Holdings, to execute the agreements on behalf of ANC. And with that, the University of West London Sri Lanka Branch Campus is now formalized. May I invite our distinguished gentlemen to kindly exchange your greetings. Thank you, gentlemen. And now it is my pleasure to invite the Executive Chairman and Chief Executive Officer of Selinco Holdings PLC, Mr. Ajit Gunawardena, to kindly present a token of appreciation signifying this momentous occasion to Lord Hannett of Everton, the United Kingdom's trade envoy to Sri Lanka. Thank you, Mr. Gunawardena. It is my pleasure now to invite the chairman of CEG Education Holdings, Dr. Jagat Alvis, to present a token of appreciation to His Excellency Andrew Patrick, British High Commissioner to Sri Lanka. Thank you, Dr. Alvis. And now it is my pleasure to invite the Executive Director of ANC, Dr. Punarjeeva Karunanayake, to kindly present a token of appreciation to Professor Peter John, Vice Chancellor and President, University of West London, and Provost of the University of West London, Sri Lanka Branch Campus. Thank you, Dr. Karunanayake. And now we embark on the Q&A, time for questions from the press and the media in attendance.